Yeah.
Guys, it's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All to Y'all Shade Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 9, Episode 7 review. So we pick up where we left off last week with Mel and Tricia having a conversation about when Tricia linked up with Martel, which was probably during the tail end of his and Melody's marriage, right before she officially filed for divorce and decided to leave him during COVID. And Mel said to Tricia, your friends called you a liar to your face and basically put you out there on Front Street in front of everybody, including a room full of women that you didn't even really know like that, talking about uh Destiny and Stormy. And I mean, no lie was actually spoken because they did really put her out there like that. Especially considering the fact that she's supposed to be really close friends with them, and they did kind of like let her hang out there to dry. But at the end of the day, to me, Tricia is her own worst enemy because she lied too dang on much. She is a natural born liar. Um, she's very manipulative in my eyes, and everything about her is just an enigma. I wouldn't trust her to watch my dog, let alone with my life or anything else. I honestly don't understand what in the hell Kian seeing this woman, what Marques saw in her, or anything, because she's weird. Like, she is a weirdo to me, honestly, truly, because like, you a grown 30-something-year-old woman with grown kids about to go to college and you sitting up here lying about stuff. Like, stand in your womanhood and your adulthood and just say whatever it is, because it's obvious that you was messing around with Martell when you was messing around with Ken. It was obvious that you went to that man and this woman's house. Yes, it was obvious that you went to their marital home, and instead of you just warming up and saying that, you trying to lie and act like you don't remember the time, the date, the year, the month, and all of this type of stuff. You got amnesia, okay? Um, so Mel was like, you know what? It's 2024. It don't matter. And Tricia says in her confessional, well, it must matter because you asked me all of these questions or whatever. Well, you know what? To an extent, you're right. If it don't matter, then you wouldn't even be questioning me. But at the same token, it does kind of low key matter because you're in my face. You're on my television show. And I need to know if a chick was in my house while I was married to my ex-husband. Like, these are things that, yeah, I do need to know. Tricia then invites her to her son's graduation party, which I was kind of shocked by, but she's still trying to fit in with everybody, so I guess. But I hope she is a one and done. I don't need to see her and Ken swole self back next season. Martell says that Tisha played a part in his divorce with Melody because she was always making comments and bringing up his infidelity and rubbing it in her face and all of this type of stuff. Girl, the fact that this man is trying to make this a thing cracks me up. Cracks me up. Like, if you don't build a bridge and get over it, ain't nobody responsible for your divorce besides you, sir. You. Now you want to blame Tisha all of a sudden? Now she part of the blame? Like, this dude is absolutely insane. Like, there's no helping this man. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, there's no helping him. But I low key laugh at it because, and low key take a little joy out of it because once again, Marsau and Tisha and Kimmy and Maurice and all of them sat by idly for the last 4 or 5 years, enjoying every second of turmoil that Mel went through with this man. Did not support her, did not stick up for her. These men on the show never tried to protect her or anything. So the fact that he now wants to blame Tisha for his divorce, for me, it's like, have at it. Blame her till you're blue in the face. Blame her. Okay? Because I want them to go through the wrath of Martel that this lady had to deal with for this last several years by herself, where y'all made her out to be a liar and everything else under the sun. So Ken reaches out to one of his partners and says that as soon as Tricia gets a divorce, that he's gonna put a ring on it. Like, he is ready, like Freddie, to get married. And once again, I'm just looking at the television screen like, Po Ken. Oh, Po little Tink Tink. He is so special. He is so kind, and he's smart, and he got big muscles but a small brain. Tricia, however, has Destiny over to her home, beautiful home by the way, and a notarizer comes to the house so she can sign her divorce papers and get them notarized. And Destiny's shocked by this, that she's just so casually doing it in front of her like it's nothing. And she tells her, like, how you sitting up here signing your divorce papers in front of me? Like, girl, like, this is a big thing. And she was like, I mean, I've been ready. I'm ready to do this. And she was like, well, you ready to get married to Ken then? And she was like, no. She was like, I'm just not signing these papers. Like, let that go through first. And she was like, she feels like, she's not really in a rush to marry Ken. And this, once again, she is manipulative. She strings people along and she tells them what they need to hear or what they want to hear for the moment. Because here this man thinking that it's a go. She ready to get married. And that's not the case at all. At all. I think that Ken is a man of convenience. I think that she likes the fact that he dotes on her and supports her and cares about her and is attentive to her, because those are all the things that Marques was not. But do I think that Ken gives her that spark that, no, not at all. He is a man of comfort and means for her. And I think that she's using him for what she can get out of him. And if Martel decided to call that lady today and ask her to come over, she would be over there in a hot second. A hot second, okay? So Mel ends up pulling up on Marsau and Tisha at Black because Martel texted her and said, Melody, just so you'll know, both Tisha and Marsau said some degrading things about you at Destiny's adult field day event. So she wanted to come ask him personally, face to face, to see what's going on, because of course she was not there. Now, mind you, Martel ain't even supposed to be reaching out to her about nothing unless it's revolving around the kids, which goes to show you that this man don't care nothing about the law, what the judge says, or anything else. She says that she did not even respond to him because, once again, he's not supposed to be contacting her unless it's about their children, which goes to show you how erratic and unhinged this dude is. So, of course, they were like, he's lying. It was nothing like that. Marsau was like, only thing that I said is that he's the type of dude that will reach out to me and be like, did you and Mel do something? Da 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 da. And so Mel was like, see, this is why I didn't, even get myself hyped up about it, because I knew something wasn't right. And then, of course, it's coming from Martel. And she was like, now y'all see what I've been saying about this man for the last some odd years. And hopefully now they are seeing and they are getting it. But once again, I just don't feel anything about Marsau and Tisha and all of them. I know over this past week with me being sick, Tisha was on Carlos's Messy Mondays, and y'all were sending me the video clip of her saying that yes, there was revenge P, and that the guys saw the video of not only Mel but of Ariane, and that she alleged that Martel likes men and that she knows this for a fact and all of this type of stuff. And it's just like, okay, yeah, cute, I guess, but it don't move me none. I could care less about whether he like men, women, whatever. I don't care nothing about none of that. It's the fact that once again, that you as a woman, you as somebody that y'all might not be best friends now, but at one point you were, you, Kimmy, and your husbands knew about this video, have the guys allegedly have seen this, and none of y'all came forward to have this lady's back and say, yeah, this was wrong. This should not have happened. Now all of a sudden, Marsau want to be the martyr and act like I don't stand for that. I don't have anything to do with this man. He's despicable and this, that, and the third. But you've been seeing this. You've been seeing these videos and y'all been knew about them. All of y'all are trifling, despicable, nasty, rotten, devilish ass people. And whatever negative happens to you, I could care less. I don't see it for none of them. Don't see it for none of them. They are truly horrible, horrible people. Horrible people. And anything that Martel dishes out to them moving forward, I'm going to sit back with a smile on my face because they deserve it. Y'all deserve it. Y'all really honestly do. And if I was male, it would further show me why I don't fool with none of y'all in the first place. So it's the day of Tricia's son's graduation party, and she says to Ken that she wonders should she tell Marques, who's going to attend, that she signed the papers. And he was like, nah, today ain't the day. We ain't gonna make it like, about that. So Destiny ends up arriving, child, with Neil's son, I guess. All of the other cast members attend, including Mel and Marques arrives, child. And immediately Ken feels like Marques is trying to mark his territory and act like he running things or whatever. Like, it's just weird tension in the air. Marques going around greeting everybody, saying he the father and all of this type of stuff. Not Ken. Marques then goes up to Chris and Maurice, I believe, and tells them how he feels triggered being there. And like, I need help, y'all. I need, can y'all give me any type of advice? I'm really struggling. And Chris in his confessional was like, this is weird. I just met you and you're asking me for advice. Like, what? Like, yeah, dude was doing a lot. It was very weird. It was giving spiral. It was like, can we get a therapist on set? Are y'all sure about this? Because he might, pow everybody up in here. It was very weird energy. And I feel like maybe y'all had pushed it too far. Too soon, too far, too much going on. And Marques ends up telling them how, going into detail about how Ken was sending Tricia flirty texts while they were still married, but he does admit that, he has stepped up and been there for his children, and all of this type of stuff. And so we switch over to Tricia and Mel having a conversation, and Tricia tells Mel how she filed for divorce. And Mel was like, oh, wow, okay, And then Marques ended up coming over and was like, can I interrupt? And they was like, all right, sure, whatever. And he comes over saying, this is my first time being over. I ain't never been in the house. And Tricia immediately get ramped up. And she was like, yes, you have. You've been in the house before on July 5th, 2027. And she just get to going off or whatever. And Mel just sitting there looking at the both of them like, these are two goof troop Looney Tunes. Like, you could tell she was looking like, I thought me and my ex was a mess. This is a mess. So Marques says that he knows Mel's ex, and she looking like, don't be bringing up that nigga to me. Like, Then at the end of the episode, Ken makes a speech and he says, I'm glad y'all came out and celebrated our kids. Shade. We want to celebrate the parents, me and Tricia. Shade, shade. All y'all guys that take care of y'all kids. Shade, bomb, shade, bomb, shade, bomb. I got some good influences around me You know, I'm a young father. Girl, shade grenade, okay? And then Marques couldn't take it no more, so he was like, yeah, hey, I'm the father. Hi, hello, how you doing?" The episode went off. Y'all, I hollered. I said, not this man. Then interrupted the speech and said, "Hello, yeah, I'm the father, not this man right here." Like, it was a lot. It was a lot going on. Like, I get it. You're in these kids' lives. You are helping, raise them, take care of them because you're in the same household as them. But at the end of the day, you're not their father. They have a father. And you have to respect that. Regardless of what's going on with them and their father, that is still their father. And for you to be sitting up here saying that you're a father and you're a dad and all of this stuff, and you're just this lady boyfriend, that's a lot. I could see if you've been raising them since they were children, toddlers. That's not the case. Alleged from what y'all been saying, y'all only been together for what, 2 years? So how are you calling yourself these kids daddy? I just feel like that's disrespectful. And that there does need to be some form of respect there for Marques. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot, child. It's a lot, and it is ghetto. But overall, I'm gonna give this week's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville a B+. It was a good episode. But you guys let me know what y'all thought about it down below in the comment section. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know when my videos drop. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.